Legend has it that back when Joseph Pulitzer was a penniless veteran, he was thrown out of the hotel. 20 years later, he returned, his fortune made, and bought the hotel, demolished it, and constructed this building, topping the new edifice with a 425-ton gold dome. 2 miles of wrought iron columns support the world's largest press room, and hopefully, if all goes well, my new place of employment. Why, look what Nellie Bly has been able to do, I continue. I've rehearsed my opening salvo so frequently the words have become rote, but it's done little to calm the nerves inside me. Whereas men go into these interviews needing to be good, I must be better. The crack Miss Bly and others like her have opened for women trying to break into the newspaper industry has made the seemingly impossible possible, but still no easy feat by any measure. The various articles I've written for smaller papers enclosed in my late father's leather folio represent the last few years of my life. The topics aren't as varied as I'd like. Plenty of pieces on women's fashion, some on the care and running of a household, from which I borrowed heavily from my mother's example, given my lack of a household of my own. The stray piece of relationship advice, which may seem odd from someone who is decidedly, and happily, single. To my readers, my nom de plume, A. Markham, is a married woman of a respectable age, her children grown, her days spent puttering around her house and dispensing advice when she is not otherwise occupied with her husband's comfort. I check in with building security, the appointment I made last week the only manner in which I could ensure admittance, given the tightly controlled access to Pulitzer's offices. I hurry up to the 18th floor, which houses the newsroom. All of my previous articles for the various small newspapers that have seen A. Markham's advice as fit to print have been sent by post. And so, for the first time in my life, I set foot in a newsroom. I am immediately, irrevocably in love. The newsroom feels like a living, breathing entity, the pulse in the air vibrating with excitement. There is shouting and keys tapping, and I've never heard more glorious sounds in all my life. Roll-top desks fill the room, placards on the walls that say, accuracy, 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 who, what, where, when, how, the facts, the color, the facts, surround the perimeter of the newsroom. Peeking out between the placards, windows reveal the city below, and beyond, a view all the way to the East River, New York City in all her muck and glory on proud display. It's absolutely perfect. A man approaches me.
"Can I help you, miss?"
"I'm here to see Mr. Pulitzer," I reply. "I have an appointment." Due to his declining health, Pulitzer is reportedly rarely at his office, favoring his private homes or yacht instead, so I seized this rare opportunity for a private meeting. The man's eyes widen slightly.
"And your name?"
"Grace Harrington."
"Follow me, Miss Harrington."
I walk behind him through the newsroom to Mr. Pulitzer's office, struggling to keep from gaping at each new sight that reveals itself. And at the same time, with every step, it becomes evident that I am the only woman in the newsroom at the moment, my appearance drawing notice from more than 1/4 of the room. I tried on several outfits before I settled on this one, a sensible white dress with a light blue stripe, fine enough for such a meeting. For all of his success, the rumors that his family in Hungary was wealthy before he arrived in the United States, Pulitzer is a self-made man who understands the divide between rich and poor more than most, considering he's experienced both strata. The man leads me into Pulitzer's office and announces me before shutting the door behind me, leaving me alone with the newspaperman. Pulitzer rises from his desk for a moment until I take a seat, and then he follows suit after offering a polite greeting. Pulitzer is a tall, slim man with a full head of red hair and a matching beard. His career in New York is distinguished. He served as a politician before he began running the world. Like my father, he fought with the northern states in the war. Pulitzer had been pulling back from his newspaper's daily operations, but that was before William Randolph Hearst announced his presence on the scene, and the man who was an unmatched Goliath in New York journalism gained a competitor. In the days when Pulitzer anticipated retiring from